When you have people together who believe in something very strongly, whether it's religion or politics or unions, things happen. There's no challenge unless you are living for people. When any person suffers for someone in greater need, that person is a human. God's will is that all men share in the good things this earth produces. If you win non-violently, then you have a double victory. You have not only won your fight, but you remain free. Once social change begins, it cannot be reversed. There is no such thing as defeat in non-violence. Non-violence is more powerful than violence. Never is it possible to reach someone if you become angry or bitter. Only love and gentleness can do it. To make a great dream come true, the first requirement is a great capacity to dream. The second is persistence. The people united will never be defeated. Preservation of one's own culture does not require contempt or disrespect for other cultures. Real education should consist of drawing the goodness and the best out of our own students. What better books can there be than the Book of Humanity? Our language is the reflection of ourselves. There is no substitute for hard work, and there is no substitute for patience and acceptance. Kindness and compassion toward all living things is the mark of a civilized society. You cannot oppress the people who are not afraid anymore. We know we cannot be kind to animals until we stop exploiting them. Self-dedication is a spiritual experience. We must understand that the highest form of freedom carries with it the greatest measure of discipline. To be a man is to suffer for others. The first principle of non-violent action is that of non-cooperation with everything humiliating. The end of all knowledge must be the building up of character. The basis for peace is respecting all creatures. When you sacrifice, you force others to sacrifice. The fight is never about grapes or lettuce. It is always about people. The people who give you their food give you their heart. If a leader cannot give it all, he cannot expect his people to give anything. Because we have suffered, and we are not afraid to suffer in order to survive. We are ready to give up everything for justice. I am not going to ask for anything unless the workers want it. If they want it, they'll ask for it. Non-violence is really tough. You don't practice non-violence at conferences. You practice it on picket lines. Non-violence exacts a very high price from one who practices it. But once you are able to meet that demand, then you can do most things. Concentration is inspiration. The only ones who make things change are fanatics. If you're not a fanatic around here, you can't cut it. In some cases, non-violence requires more militancy than violence. However important the struggle is, and however much misery, poverty, degradation exist, we know that it cannot be more important than one human life.